Welcome back to Daytime. This upcoming weekend, you are going to have the chance to taste, to just get an experience of all the different delicious tastes and all that stuff that's happening right here in Simcoe County with Savor the Flavors. And of course, we do have someone here joining us from that event. Ryan, of course, from Hudson Restaurant. Thank you very much for joining us here today on the show.
Thank you for having me on the show. It's a great pleasure.
No problem. Now, you're actually coming from Hudson Restaurant.
Yes.
How long have you guys been in the Barrie community?
We've been in the Barrie community since December. We did our grand opening with the mayor in January, and we were just a part of Barrielicious as well.
Yeah.
So that developed a lot of marketing for us. So it was a good time.
Exactly. And you're going to be featured at Savor the Flavor.
Oh, definitely.
Now, to give people an idea on what this event is all about, maybe they have not had the chance yet to try the delicious food at your restaurant. What are we going to get to be tasting?
Well, at Savor the Flavor, there's about 45 different venues. It arrays from retailers, caterers, and restaurants all around Ontario. There's also going to be some chef demos there. There's going to be some giveaways as well. There's going to be early bird prizes. First, I think 25 people.
Yeah.
They get a swag bag and then entered into a draw for $100. And also, if you bring a charitable donation, you get $3 off your admissions.
And that's all for the Barrie Food Bank, which is fantastic too, right? Because, I mean, I think this is a time of year, we're always thinking about giving to the food banks around the holidays.
Yeah.
This is a great time of year where you can kind of dig that item out of your cupboard, or maybe stop by the grocery store before you head out to the event, and then you're going to get that discount on your admission, right? And you are actually going to be cooking up some delicious things for us here today in the kitchen. What are we going to be taking a look at? I know you have it all here set to go, Ryan.
Yes, on our menu we have a grilled calamari, so I'm going to be showcasing that one today. And also at the side here I have a couple other dishes. We have a watermelon salad, a tuna dish, and we have our grilled tenderloin.
Amazing. So when people are hanging out with you outside of work hours, what are some of the things that you would cook when you're not working?
When I'm not working, I love my lamb shanks, honestly. Put it on the crock pot and let it go for the winter season. Yeah. When you get to more in the summer, I love my fish. I was raised Portuguese. My grandparents always would cook nice fresh fish all the time.
And we're going to cook fresh right here on the show, coming up a little bit later on. Right about now, let's send it on over to Melissa.
Thanks so much, Will, and that music was great, but I'm pumped to get started with the cooking. Chris, I'm here joined with Chef Chris from Hudson, the new restaurant in Barrie. Sorry, Ryan, I apologize. Now, go ahead, Chef, and let me know what you're doing. We're going to cook 3 plates today.
All right, yes, right now I'm going to show you the grilled calamari. It's on our menu. We will continue to have it for a summer menu, which we're in the works of making.
Super.
We're also going to be changing our cocktail menu. Our general manager, Devin Spence, and our bar manager, Courtney Erickson, are collaborating right now.
So now you're putting in here red peppers and onions?
Yes, red peppers and onions are going to go in the pan. It's just going to heat up a little bit of oil. And then once it starts to get going, we're going to add our cherry tomatoes, blister them a little bit, and then the last minute, we're going to add arugula and our olives.
Sounds amazing. Well, please let me step out of the way if I'm...
No worries at all. But we are just going to... I just came out from the grill outside. We're just going to finish off... these plates over here. Our first one here, we have our tuna. We're going to be we're playing around a little bit on our new menu. We also here have a watermelon salad. It's going with frise roasted red peppers.
I just thought I'd kind of bomb the set over here.
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Let's sneak in here. So what are you looking at right now?
Right now we have, like I was saying, our watermelon salad has frise roasted red peppers, pickled shallots, a little bit of fried basil and cucumber. We want to get a nice fresh taste with this one. We're just going to finish it off a little bit with the balsamic reduction.
Super. Shall I do that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Alrighty. So this
just a little bit on the bottom. Yeah.
Oh,
beautiful.
And I mean, when you think about, the watermelon in there, I mean, I think right now, this time of year with the spring,
summertime,
leading up to the summer, this is what I want to dig into. That's what I want to see in my salads.
It's nice, light, refreshing. That's what you want to go for summer. That's why we're doing the tuna as well. But when I think summer, I think steak. Everybody thinks steak. Barbecue up in Muskoka, grilling, love it.
Now, when you say steak, obviously this is what we're taking a look at right now.
Definitely.
What are some tips? What are some techniques for proper grilling? Because, I mean, I would not want to be at a party with you. Because I'd be attempting to cook that steak on the barbecue to be like, Will, get out the way. Let me show you how it's really done. What are some tips that you give people at home?
Tips at home, honestly. use a thermometer. As long as you're not piercing the meat about 25 times, just use a thermometer, bring it up to the temperatures. Even Google the temperatures if you want, and have it in your kitchen when you have these parties, right?
And what I want to talk about is savor the flavors.
Definitely.
Are you going to be preparing any steaks this weekend, Chef Chris?
Steaks, no. But me and the other manager are thinking about ideas right now for Savor the Flavor. We have a couple ideas. We do want to do something.
Well, the thing
nice
is,
and
you don't want to give it all away.
Exactly.
Like that's
right.
you can't give away all your secrets today on the show, Ryan. But one thing we can take a look at is what's happening over there in that pan.
We're just sauteing the caramelized onions and we're sauteing the peppers, and we're just going to add our Katamala olives in.
Yeah, can I help you with anything?
Oh, definitely.
I'd like to help.
You can grab some tomatoes in
All
there.
right, let's take it right here. Should I do them all or just a few?
Oh, just a few.
Okay, perfect.
Now, this is on the menu at Hudson, you were saying?
Yes, this is on the menu, definitely.
Don't worry, my hands are clean. And
And
then
then
there we go.
I'm just going to let this one go for a little bit.
Look at you go, eh? You have to be able to know how to juggle to be a chef in the kitchen.
Exactly. And then we're add our arugula, get that
we
nice
go.
and wilted. And our calamaris. You don't want to overcook it, right?
It's going to be delicious.
Definitely. This is one of our top sellers over at the restaurant, too.
And that's the
And
thing, too, is
again,
I
a
think
really
a lot
good
of
summer
people
dish.
haven't had the chance to actually step over to Hudson because you have only been there for a little while.
Yeah.
I know that's where I'll be hanging out definitely
Yeah,
this summer long. Yeah.
Definitely. We just set up our patio, actually. Weather is starting to get a little bit better now, so
Yeah.
we just set up a patio, set up a couple of chairs, and maybe come by have a Caesar, right?
I know. I'm in, and you know what? It's not starting to get better. It will get better because
it
we've
will.
got to have that positivity and
Yes.
at least right through the summer. And so
Well, we'll look forward to seeing him this weekend and many
Definitely.
others.
Oh,
Don't forget
definitely.
to drop on by the Savor the Flavors at Tangle Creek Golf Country Club.
exactly. And we're going to actually come back with you again, Ryan, because we have some massive giveaways that you do
Yes,
not
we
want to
do.
miss out on. More daytime coming up after. And, we have massive giveaways coming up at the end of the show. And just more coming up after this, and we'll be right back. Stay right there. Welcome back to Daytime. Back here in the kitchen, of course, with Ryan from Hudson, all about Savor the Flavor. And there are a lot of flavors that need to be savored here today in the kitchen. And the one thing we also want to mention, too, is you're coming to Savor the Flavor this weekend. Very important that you do dig in the cupboards, hit up the grocery store before you get there because it's all in support of the Barrie Food Bank. And last year, they actually managed to raise 900 pounds of food
Wow.
for the Barrie Food Bank, which is really impressive.
It is impressive. They're hoping to beat it this year.
Hoping to beat it, and again, it is that time of the year where we're not really coming up to or passing any holidays, so it's definitely a good time that you can get it there and support that. Now, Ryan, taking a look at what you did right here. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done with this one. At the restaurant, we just give it a little bit of balsamic reduction.
Okay. Can I do it this time?
Please do.
Yeah, you do
okay.
it.
Yeah. Now, it's all about the presentation.
It always
Let's see.
is.
Let's see how fancy I can get on this one.
Everybody eats with their eyes before their mouth.
You should
right?
write your name.
What do you think? The drizzle, is it okay?
Yeah, the drizzle's
Maybe
fantastic.
they'll go back over again.
Now you're abusing it.
There we go.
Beauty.
There we go. And we actually are lucky today because you're actually going to let us try this.
We have to start getting the chefs to bring forks.
Exactly.
Well, I have just for you guys to try.
Very good.
I came prepared on this one.
One for you.
Thank you, sir.
Now let's. Are you ready?
I'm going to try some of the
Okay.
summer salad.
She's afraid of the calamari, I think.
You love that?
Delicious.
Yeah.
Want some?
Definitely. Here. I'm going to just grab a spoon.
This
We can
salad is
share
really
spoons. Yeah. Fantastic. So, we have the calamari, and again, let's talk about, the steak dish here as well. How long would that take you to normally prepare?
It was beautiful.
Oh, you know what? That was my fault, and I think I put this up right. See, this is why I interview you when I don't put it together. But forgive the presentation. Do not judge the presentation on this one because that was my fault, not yours, Ryan's. This looks delicious.
Yes,
beautiful.
the steak usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes. That's why it is our main. So we have an abundance of apps on the menu as well.
Exactly. And so, if you want good steak, you got to get to Hudson and you got to get to Savor the Flavor because that's what it's all about. And I'm going to, maybe I'll
please
use
do.
my own spoon. Not that I think you have cuties or anything, but I want to try this watermelon. I'm being a little selfish here. And because I want to see.
such a summer
I want to
fruit,
savor
isn't
the
it?
flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So good.
Love it.
Oh.
The maple lemon vinaigrette really
You can
brings
really
it out,
taste
yeah.
it. You can really taste it. And last but certainly not least, you have this dish
tuna.
as well, right? The tuna. My
Which
hands
is
are all
beautiful.
slippery now after touching the food. But so when you're cooking at home, is it any different from when you're cooking in the restaurant?
A little bit different because I'm not cooking for 30 people
Less
at a time.
extravagant, probably.
Yeah.
No, well, I have a younger sister, and a lot of kids today is like the kids' menus like chicken fingers and fries. So I want her to eat like, actual adult
Yeah.
food.
Eat real
right?
food, not
Yeah.
processed food.
So
Yeah.
like I cook her up some salmon, do like some nice maple herb dressing on it, and she loves it. Absolutely loves it.
Yeah, well, Ryan, just so you know, if you ever need a guinea pig,
Come by the restaurant.
just give me a call. Yeah,
Call
just
Will.
give me a call, and that's what it's all about now.
Well, that's what this weekend will be about, too.
It will be all about savoring that flavor and making sure that you're able to taste everything. And we want you to taste all this delicious food that we are tasting as well. See what's in my hot little hands here? We're talking VIP admission for this upcoming weekend. And it's 2 of 5 pairs of tickets to get out there. So there's a chance for a number of you watching the show right now to be at this event. And all that you have to do is call 705-737-4660, extension 6936, and we could be hooking you up with VIP at Savor the Flavor.
And that's not just it.
That's not all.
At the event, they're giving away a barbecue, gift certificates, so you're going to want to check it out.
Exactly. You're going to want to check that out. And as well, I think that one of our lucky callers today is also going to get not only one of these, but a $50 gift certificate to use at Hudson.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we're giving that away today as well.
So you can try the calamari.
And if someone has maybe, hesitated stepping into Hudson, or someone has maybe, I don't know, if it's going to be for me, what's one thing that you would say to really bring them in there?
Really to bring. Oh well, we have an abundance of bands that are playing. We have jazz on Sundays, and like Thursdays through Saturday nights, we have a whole bunch of array of bands. We have Sean Steinhardt coming by sometimes. And all,
I know of him for sure.
Yeah.
Great live. Now, in terms of we've got some meat here featured on the plate, but
Yes.
I mean, our producer, she's actually, do they have vegetarian meals in there? Because she wants to know that she can go into Hudson and enjoy